Good everyone. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So in the last episode, I talked about the partner portal, partner account, and partner user, right? So what I'm gonna do today, right? I will create some sharing setting uh, for the external user as well as the internal user, and we'll see how it looks like when it comes to partner portal when we try to um, log in as a portal user, right? So the first thing first, what I'll do, I will go here to the setup. This is Gecko icon, takes you setup. Um, and I'll go to something called sharing settings. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here, yeah, I will go to edit and I will do this. We are looking at the case, right? So I'm gonna make the case public rewrite or let's say public read only, right? And I'll make the default external access to the private. What that means is that only the cases owned by the specific person you can see that. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it, right? Or let's say I'll make it public read write this one, and this one I will say public read only. Okay, so account access should be private, so I'll just say public read only. So remember that, right? So if you try to make the case uh, public and your account is private, it will not work. So I'll just say public read only. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just made this one public read only, and I will do the case public read only, right? And it will pretty much take some time to recalculate the sharing rule. While it does, what we do, we go to the site. So to do that, I'll just go to the digital experience all site. Remember, we created the site yesterday, right? So I'll go to the builder. I've already published the site. I mean, it's pretty simple to do. So, I mean, if you have watched my previous video, or one of the videos where I talked about how to create a basic site, I've explained how to publish the site, right? So just click on publish. And one more thing I've done, go here. This it doesn't look like a tic-tac-toe, but the squared icon, whatever. Go to administration, and what I've done, I just made this thingy active, right? Partner portal active. That's pretty much it. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go back here. Now, obviously, we're talking about the cases, right? So as you can see, um, we got there's no such thing called case here, right? So what I'll do, I'll have to customize the menu. So I click here. So this is a navigation menu. You can add the tab here. So I go to edit default navigation, and I will add menu items. So I'll say case. Obviously, we're interested in case, right? Salesforce object, yeah. And let's say case, yeah. And also all, open case, yeah. Publicly available, I don't want to make it. Otherwise, what happens? The user who's not logged in will able to view it, which is not great. Save, and I will preview it. Excuse me. And I will see it right now. I'm previewing as an admin. So if I go to case, I'm probably able to see all the case, and most likely I will have access to case to say I can make it low, I can make it high, right? I can do all kind of stuff, right? Because obviously I have an admin access. So what I'll do, I will publish it, okay? And yeah, so it will take some time to publish it. So let's go back to our website, sorry, to our main Salesforce site. So I wanted to log in as that portal user. Obviously, we don't want to test it as an admin, right? Obviously, admin will have every access, which is great. I mean, but the main thing is that I wanted to log in as the specific user. Remember the user which we have created yesterday? So what I'll do, I'll go to the contacts. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll go to the contact and I'll use that Roger user, whatever the name, right? Jack Rogers. So when you log in as a Jack Roger, right, you will see the difference. So now you must be wondering, okay, that's great, but how do I log in to the portal using a Jack user, or how do I test it? Okay, so that's pretty simple. So if you go here under actions, you just click on the drop down. You see the option called login to as experienced user. So we'll take you to the portal cloud, right? And you can see the cases there because obviously a portal has been published. So I go to case. The thing with this that you would obviously can see all the case, right? Well, let's see if I can edit it, right? So if I try to edit it, see insufficient access, right? That's because we only gave public read-only access to the case. So this is how the security model, sharing the data works when it comes to Experience Cloud. The sharing setting is very important for you guys to learn if you're really going to work on this Experience Cloud side. Because the thing is that sometimes customer may not want you to give access to every user. And now let me change this, okay? Let's say a customer comes back to you and say, "Hey, I don't want the user, every user to see every cases. So I only want the user to see the case created by them." So what will happen is you go back to the site, right? And I will close this, right? And I'll go here and I'll go to the sharing setting under setup. Um, okay, it's pretty simple. And I will edit and I'll change the case to private. So what that will do is, and it will make sure that you only have access to the case created by the specific user. So what we'll do, we will actually, I mean, it might take a minute to do the recalculation. Depends upon your org size too, right? So normally for an enterprise org, it might take longer. In my case, it's just a trailhead, right? Trailhead org, so it won't take much longer. So I think we're good to go. So what I'll do, I will log into the portal as the user again. So I will go to contact, yeah, and so I'll close this one, right? I'll close this one. Now I'll log in as a Jack project, and I will log in to the Experience Cloud as the Jack project user, and let's see what happens. You see, we can't see anything, right? Because we changed the security model. So this is how it works. And this is pretty simple concept when it comes to the sharing model, but at the same time, it's very powerful, right? So that's all I wanted to cover in this episode. I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. Adios.